Hello and welcome to our new video on inventions from around the world. In today's episode, ancient China getting tired of money, Germany is being lazy as always, and Sweden is... In the rocking 60s, when computers were this huge, a super smart computer scientist named Steve Russell and his team at the MIT created the first ever computer game, Space War. In this cosmic game, two players piloted their tiny pixelated spaceships and battled it out among the stars. They had to navigate through dangerous space, avoiding gravity traps, and shoot pixelated projectiles at each other. It was like Star Wars, but without all the fancy special effects. Of course, this was a far cry from today's mind-blowing virtual realities. The graphics were pretty basic, with simple lines and dots representing the spaceships and stars. But back in those days it was crazy stuff. It inspired future game developers to push the limits of what computers could do. Eric Rothheim was a Norwegian chemical engineer. Once he had a light bulb moment, he thought there must be a better way to dispense liquids. He wanted to create a device that would allow people to do this easily with the simple push of a button. And that's how the first aerosol spray dispenser was born. At its core, an aerosol spray dispenser operates on a simple yet effective principle. It uses a propellant to push liquid contents out of the container in the form of a fine mist or spray. Eric's invention caught the attention of a Norwegian company called Norway. They saw the potential and decided to collaborate with him to further develop and market the aerosol spray dispenser. Soon enough, the invention started making its way into various fields. Today, we use the tool for personal care, household cleaning, arts and crafts, and even the food industry. The 7th century was a tough time. Europe was waging endless wars, the Western Roman Empire no longer existed, and Harry Styles was not yet born. However, China had its own problems because people got tired of carrying heavy bags of coins. So some clever minds came up with the idea of using paper as money. These early versions of paper money were made from mulberry bark, hemp, or even silk fibers. They were often adorned with intricate patterns, seals, and the official stamp of approval from the local authorities. It was like carrying around a tiny work of art in your pocket. Of course, at first there were trust issues, because you were just giving someone a piece of painted paper. To combat this skepticism, these early paper money pioneers made sure that the notes could be exchanged for coins or other valuable goods at specific places. Over time, paper money spread from China to other parts of the globe, and now we can't even imagine a world without it. It became a staple of our daily lives. When Crocs and Balenciaga didn't exist yet, people used to struggle with hooks and buttons on their clothes. But then, a clever Swedish-American engineer named Gideon Sandberg had a brilliant idea. He replaced those old-fashioned hooks and eyes with interlocking metal teeth, creating a fastener that was sleek, efficient, and ready to change fashion as we know it. The invention was initially called the hookless fastener. Not exactly the catchiest name, so the marketing geniuses realized they needed something that would sound simple. It got its name from the zip sound it made when you close it up. But even though the zipper was a game changer, it didn't become an instant hit. People were skeptical at first. It actually took 20 years before zippers finally caught on and made their way into all sorts of clothing and other products. Can you imagine life without zippers now? The honor of creating the first practical modern car goes to Karl Benz, a German inventor. He wanted to create something that could move without the need for hay and horseshoes. His first car was like a horse-drawn carriage on steroids, with 3 wheels and a single-cylinder engine. It wasn't super fast, but it was a game-changer in the world of transportation. Another genius from Germany, Gottlieb Daimler, was also working on his own car. Daimler's creation had 4 wheels and a super fancy engine. His wife took the car for a spin, becoming the first woman ever to drive a car. Years later, in 1924, Daimler's and Benz's companies decided to team up and create something truly amazing. It was like having two genius bodies collaborate and constantly push each other to new heights. Together they introduced groundbreaking innovations, including the first Mercedes car. The cars produced by their company became synonymous with luxury, quality, and cutting-edge technology. Not so long ago, children mostly played with wooden or metal toys. A Danish carpenter named Ole Kerr Christensen had a knack for making wooden toys, but he had a bigger dream in mind. He wanted to create a toy that would let kids and adults alike use their imaginations and have a blast. And so, Lego was born. At first, Ole Kerr faced some challenges, but he never gave up, and soon enough, Lego started to become really popular. It wasn't long before Lego became a household name, loved by kids everywhere, because it was a ticket to a world of endless possibilities. You could build towering skyscrapers, futuristic spaceships, or even a replica of your favorite superhero. Lego has stood the test of time and has become more than just a toy. It became a language of creativity, because with a little imagination and a lot of colorful bricks, anything is possible. Thank you for staying with us till the end. If you like this video, let us know, and do not forget to subscribe to support our channel. Bye!